Have you ever stopped to think about what's really behind the massive boom in China's barbecue scene? Well, today we're firing up the grill to get into a market that's so much more than just food. We're talking culture, we're talking experience, and yeah, we're talking some very serious business.
So, where are we getting all this incredible insight? Our guide today is a really fantastic 2026 report from the Hongcan Industry Research Institute, and the data is super fresh. We're talking right up to December 2025. So this gives us a really clear picture of what's happening and where barbecue is headed next. Okay, first things first, let's just try to get our heads around the sheer scale of this industry. Because honestly, the numbers here are pretty mind-blowing. In 2025 alone, the Chinese barbecue market hit a value of 106 billion yuan. Just to put that into perspective, that is a massive amount of money. This isn't just some passing food trend, it's a full-blown cultural phenomenon. And all of that is supported by more than 205,000 barbecue restaurants scattered all across the country. And get this, the number of these places grew by over 34% in just one single year. That is absolutely explosive. So when you see a market moving that fast, you just have to ask, right? What are the real drivers here? What's actually fueling this huge consumer appetite for barbecue?
And the answer, as it so often does, really comes down to the consumer. You know, the changing tastes and what's important to today's diners, that's what's reshaping this entire industry.
Now, you might think it's all about some secret family recipe or the perfect marinade, but what's really making people choose one spot over another? Well, this chart tells a pretty surprising story. For over 44% of people, freshness is everything. It's the number one thing. That's a huge signal that people want quality they can see, with variety and a good deal right behind it.
And here's where it gets really interesting. There's this paradox at the heart of the market. People are watching their spending, for sure. But at the same time, they're hungry for unique, high-quality experiences. We're talking about meals that don't just taste good, but look amazing on their social media feeds, too. So, with a market this crowded and customers this savvy, how on earth does a brand even begin to stand out? Well, it all comes down to having a killer strategy. Let's break down the 3 pillars that are separating the winners from everybody else. The Hongcan report points to a super clear 3-part strategy that's basically become the playbook for how to win in this space. Okay, so the secret recipe for success can pretty much be summed up in 3 key concepts. Xin, which is all about seeking newness, Xian, a total commitment to freshness, and Qi, which is the art of creating something novel and just unforgettable. Let's dig into what each of these really means. So seeking newness is all about innovation, right? It means you can't just stick with the same old menu. It's about finding unique regional ingredients, playing with new flavor profiles, and creating these cool, immersive dining spaces that feel fresh and exciting every single time a customer walks through the door. Seeking freshness. This ties right back to that number one thing customers told us they wanted. It's all about building trust and just showing off your quality. And brands are getting creative, using things like open kitchens, where you can literally see your meat being cut to order. It's a way of proving that what you're about to eat is as fresh as it possibly gets. And finally, there's novelty. And this one is all about the experience. It's about creating a vibe, a story, a moment that's actually worth sharing. This is where brands can really connect with younger customers who are looking for way more than just a meal. They want something to remember. So with all that in mind, what's next? Where is China's barbecue boom actually headed? The report boils it all down to 3 key trends that are going to define this industry for years to come. So here are the 3 big takeaways. First, the future is all about creating deeper emotional connections, turning a simple meal into an actual event. Second, get ready to see a lot more regional specialties as people seek out those really authentic and unique local flavors. And third, that desire for great value, yeah, that's not going anywhere. It just proves that a fantastic barbecue experience doesn't have to cost a fortune. As the smoke clears, one thing is totally certain. The future of barbecue in China belongs to the brands that can craft a truly immersive, memorable experience. The real question isn't just about who has the best recipe anymore. It's about who can tell the most compelling story around the grill.